Early in the morning, Yo, off the cuff, welcome back to the channel, guys. You already know who it is. It's your boy Cam, Topical Juice, and I am here with a very, very special guest. It's Caroline.
Thank you so much. I'm literally so excited to be doing this.
Yes,
it's been a long time coming. You need to tell them a little backstory, right? We've literally been talking about doing a collaboration for so long, and it's finally happening, and it's gonna be lit.
I'm so excited. Actually, you know what? Yeah, just to give you a bit of context, we've actually already recorded a video today. We recorded a video, so we filmed a couple videos that are going to be going out in the next few weeks. But for now, we've got a video for you right now. You get me? And today's video topic is, tell them.
We are going to be talking about, I can't remember what the topic is.
Okay, that goes to show we really ain't planning this. This is off the cuff. The topic actually is, can boys and girls be friends? Can boys and girls be friends? Now, I don't know about you yet, but this has been a topic. This is like our generational topic where you're thinking like, most people think you can't. Most people think you can't. Some people think you can. I'm really, really keen to get a female perspective on this one because everyone keeps telling me, Cam, you need more people on your videos, you need more people on your channels. I'm trying not to take that to offense. Like, am I not good enough for y'all? I don't understand, but that's fine. That's fine. Hey, listen, I'm like a genie. You wish I supply with the wish to be true, whatever the hell, you know what I'm trying to say. So I'm actually very, very, very excited. Like, listen, I need more collaborations, and I'm very excited to get your opinion on a female opinion on this. But as I said, we literally have not planned this. This is gonna be a real organic conversation. I don't even know what I'm gonna say. We're just gonna do this. So listen, before I get into the video, please make sure you hit the thumbs up to support the channel. Make sure you subscribe, and more importantly, subscribe to my guest channel. It's ItsCarolyn. I'm gonna be putting that in the description, and it should be up there in the video as well, in the little card thing. You know, you see it. Click on that. But real quick before we get into it, I know we mentioned it in another video. Just really, really quickly, just tell the people then about your channel. What's your channel about?
So my channel is very similar to your boy here, your boy TJ, your boy Topical Juice, your boy Cam. So I think this is just so perfect. Well, we'll see if we have opposite. We don't know if we're gonna see the same
perfect, but we'll see. Listen, this video is gonna be split into 2 parts. Okay, it's very key. The first part is on Cam's channel, Topical Juice. Now, if you want to see the rest of the video, we're gonna be on Caroline's channel. Okay, so make that very clear. Yeah, it's a split into 2 parts. This is part 1 of 2. Okay. That's it. We're getting into this discussion, and part 2 is going to be on Caroline's channel. No questions asked. You have to click on that. You understand? Period. Period with a T on the end. You feel me? Period. You get me? So without further ado, where the hell do we start with this one?
I'll start.
You can start. Listen,
because I'm already heated.
I prefer to bounce off people. So you tell me. Listen. Hey, let me ask you a question. Can boys and girls be friends?
I mean...
No, I'm joking.
My answer is, I'm going to go with 50-50.
Okay, so grey areas.
Yes, because some people take it too far. But also some people are some people are crazy with it. Me personally, the answer is yes, you can.
Yeah. It's very shades of grey. Yeah,
with a limit, I think. So, you're in a relationship, and you're telling me that my boyfriend is going to chill with another girl at night. That's not going to happen.
Oh,
you've got to go in the bin. You've got to go in the bin.
No,
I'm being serious. I think there's boundaries. Okay, another thing is...
So we are about to beef then.
We're about to beef.
Let's go. Go on. I'm interested. Go on.
I'm already getting hot, Cam. Honestly, I'm already getting hot.
Like, you're getting heated, though.
Ooh, okay. You can't go above Nando's. I'm sorry. You can't go. So you should take a female out to the Shard, and I should be okay with it.
Oh, okay. I mean, taking a female out to the Shard is...
It can't go above Nando's, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay. So you're
talking... Take it £20. 25 maybe if you're feeling good. I think that's fair, though. The reason I'm saying Nando's is because I feel like the scenery is just different. When you start going above a certain amount of money, it's romantic.
But what? Okay. So I was gonna say. So what is the issue then with? What is the actual issue you have? Is it the place? Is it the fact that they're together alone? Like, what's the actual issue?
It's a bit of everything,
what's the issue?
to be honest.
Let's get into the nitty gritty.
What it is like I said, I think that you can be friends.
So opposite, yeah, boys and girls can be friends.
100%. Yeah. But I think you need to be respectful with it if you're in a relationship.
Okay.
So I personally feel like you going to chill at a female's house at night is inappropriate.
Is crossing the bound. Is the boundary?
Personally.
Okay.
Or if you're going to take her to the shards.
Okay. I mean, what? I don't take my girlfriends to the shanty fair. Do you?
You never know.
Do you know? You know
when I say the shant, I mean expensive. And also you're going to be looking, you know, and then she's going to be like, what if I could just steal this guy? You think...
You know what, yeah?
No. I think, don't even give her the opportunity to see it that way. But again, I have guy friends and I have been in relationships, but I personally wouldn't stay late at a guy's place or whatever. And I would also be like, oh, by the way, I'm gonna go out with so-and-so later on. Not because I'm asking, but because I'm letting you know that I'm gonna be with him. So it's a thing of like, you know who this person is, there's no room for you to go, oh, what's going on, It's just all, that's what I like.
Okay, so what about them?
PG.
Like, I've literally got, like, big up, when you see this, large up my best friend Anya, yeah? I've literally got a best friend Anya. We've been friends for 7 years. She's been best friends for like 5, you know what I'm saying? For most of the time. I have not, to this day, I've not kissed a girl.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying? So as in our relationship was built on, it was platonic.
Okay.
Due to contextual stuff, that she had a man, I then had a girlfriend, whatever happened, it was platonic and it stayed that way.
Yeah.
So like, for example, I can comfortably say that Anya is my best friend. You feel me? So like, to the extent that I should, and if someone didn't have, I could stay over with Anya. She could stay here. I've got no issue with that. As in, I can see. as in, I'm telling you right now. Man's never kissed a girl, but yet we're that close that it's not an issue. But like, obviously, I would be insulted if the girl I was with would be like, no, you can't see Anya beyond this time, because obviously I know what it is. Like, as in,
it's not beyond that time like that, though.
No, obviously it's not.
You're talking about staying over.
No, of course, okay, whatever it was, yeah, staying or being out late. Obviously, okay, say we're together, right? And you told me like you don't feel comfortable with the fact that I'm staying with or I'm out late with Anya or whatever. I personally, as a boyfriend, I would respect that in it, and I'll say, okay, you know what? I would probably adapt. I would adapt in it, but I would be a little bit hurt only because I would start to feel like I'm not being trusted. Like, I know what it is. I know what it is, and she knows what it is. And it's very, very rare that you do find a relationship like that. I will admit, our relationship is unique. But like, imagine, yeah, I know what my relationship with this girl's like, and then I'm getting doubted. And I'm getting kind of like, but obviously, you have to respect people's feelings and that. Of course, you have to respect the feelings.
Yeah.
Like, if you feel uncomfortable, man will do something to make you feel more comfortable. But deep down, I'll be a little bit like, oh damn, that's a bit annoying. Cause obviously, I'm being myself with this girl, like, I know what it is, but I'm feeling a bit untrustworthy. Like, so I mean, does it, like, obviously, because the way you're saying it is like, we're assuming that every boy relationship is the same, and really, obviously, there's different dynamics, there's different contexts, like, but overall, you wouldn't be comfortable in that situation of a boy or girl in that kind of environment that we talk about.
The thing is, that's what I'm saying, like, because I have guy friends and I chill with them. Like, I can spend the day with them, we go out to eat together. That's not an issue.
And that's calm.
That's calm. No issue.
Man.
The issue is when staying over, you're gonna be single. You're gonna be back on Tinder. You're gonna be single. And the thing is, I won't even tell you you're single. You'll just never hear from me again, because it's something that I feel like I would make very clear at the beginning. Keep it respectful, because I see it like, how would you feel if it was me, for example? I'm telling you that I'm going to sleep in another man's bed.
Yeah, I do hear it.
Excuse me?
I do hear it.
Friendship, no problem. During the day, I feel like when the sun goes down,
I do hear it.
It's that the devil starts whispering in people's ears.
I do hear it.
Is that not fair, right?
No, it's fair. And that's why I would say, for example, if my girl said you can't stay with thingy, then I would change, innit?
Yeah, but you said you're gonna be there like, wow, so she doesn't trust me.
Nah, as in, obviously there will be an element of distrust because there's
it's not even that. Sometimes it's not about not trusting you. It's about the other person.
That's also true. As in, like, you know, you are right. As in, the thing is, because I understand how it can be perceived, I will make the change. I will. But there will be a percentage where I'm like, okay, I'm annoyed because not annoyed. I'm like, oh, I wish I would be trusted. But you know what it is? We live in a world where, you know, there's a lot of pressures. There's a lot of, shall we say, I just think people have insecurities. Not like I'm not saying that if you feel like that you're insecure, but like we live in a world where there's a lot of pressures from everywhere. So to make someone more secure, I think you should just do that. Like it's a lot. If liking a picture, if stopping liking a picture will make my girlfriend stop like feeling to have weight, stop doing it. If you don't want us to stay, if you're not allowed to stay at the person's house, just stop doing it. Like just do what you can do to make your partner more comfortable and things like that.
I think it's about compromise as well.
100%.
It's like, I feel like what I'm saying is reasonable personally.
I agree.
Friends with her, no issue. That's like, for example, I have a guy friend, and he then got into a serious relationship, and I knew my place to be like, he would be like, oh, let's do da, and I'd be like, oh, maybe, you know, like, I don't want to upset her. I also feel like as a female, if you feel no way about sleeping over with someone with a boyfriend, it's just a bit, I don't know, that's just me personally, that's just, you know what I mean, that's just me. I feel like I would feel weird to do that with my friend.
I feel like we jumped. I feel like we skipped.
What did we skip?
I feel like we actually skipped, like, I feel like this part of can boys and girls be friends, it feels like it's basically when I think can boys and girls be friends, the question that it's always loaded with, can girls and boys remain friends, or is there going to be an element of because what we're talking about is kind of boundaries and respecting kind of like the relationship, shall we say, and understanding boundaries, compromise, things like that. But the question itself, can boys and girls strictly be friends, or will there be elements of an attraction somewhere along the line? Can you really be that close with the opposite sex without it turning into something more deeper? Do you know what I'm trying to say? So like,
definitely.
So like, that's why the question's a lot more complex, because even though listen, I'll state right now, I firmly believe boys and girls can be friends.
Yeah.
And you know, the same way that you've got guy friends that you go on a meal with, you know, the same thing. I've got girlfriends that I can do activities with. I've got girlfriends that I've did an axe throwing with. I've got girlfriends that I can play golf with. I've got girlfriends that I can go for drinks with, and it not be anything beyond that. But people seem to, if I post girls on my story, for example, I am prepared and I know what's gonna come when I do that. Like, listen, Kaza, if I post a female on my blood clot story, I know I'm gonna get DMs saying, "Is this your girl?" Yeah. It's gonna be eye emoji, like, "Oh, you two. Oh, I see you. Oh, she was in your story earlier. Like, what is it? What is this?" So, and the thing is, why is that people's reaction? Why is their go-to reaction to be there must be something going on here, rather than the fact that, oh, actually it could just be friends? You feel me? Like, what do you think that comes down to? Why is it that the default is, oh, you two must be doing a thing? Like, we're all guilty of it. Like, even though I know boys and girls can be friends, I know that I might be guilty of making an assumption if I see so and so, whatever. Like, but and then I'll refrain and be like, you know what? Maybe I should pattern up because they can be friends. Like, why do people do that? I
think it's because what you and your friend, I forgot her name, sorry. Anya. That is very rare.
It is rare.
And also, the way that you're speaking now, like, we're strictly that is very rare. The majority is not like that. I've also had guy friends that have then all of a sudden been like, say that. And then you're like, okay, hold up, wait a minute. Because I was telling my boyfriend that me and you are strictly friends, and now look at what you're doing.
We need to get into that.
That's what I'm saying. So like,
okay, so
me personally, because of that, yeah, I was just like, I don't know.
But then again, even though, okay, true say that more often than not, more likely than not, there will be times where the male in your dynamic might cross the boundaries. And I don't rate that and I don't respect that, because as you said, you established what it was, and then the fact that you are now kind of they're kind of laying it down. I don't, it's annoying, but I feel like we have to be careful not to assume or suggest that every dynamic is the same.
I agree.
Like I just believe like in this world, where it's not black and white. It's one of my catchphrases. The world, they're saying the world is so grey. It's not black and white. Like every single human is individual. So therefore, every single human relationship is individual. So where there's going to be, say, 60% where they could cross the line, there might be 40% where we recognise what it is. Actually, I'm being generous. Let's be real. It's probably to be fair. You're right. You know what? That's what it comes down to. The 80%. It's probably about 80%. Probably about 80% will do cross the line. But the thing is, does that beg the question then? Can men and women can be friends, because in my life I've proven it many hundreds of times. I have, but does it then come down to the male in the dynamic to not cross that boundary of friendship? Because you know how men work. We're wired very immaturely a lot of the time, very differently, thinking with our pieces rather than our brains. So that, do you reckon then that boys and girls can only really truly remain friends based on the actions of the boy in the relationship? Because I
would say yes, but I know that would be immature of me.
Obviously, there will be girls out there, of course. But on average,
it is 100% the guys, because I feel like in that situation with myself, that ruined it.
Oh, so you
ruined the friendship. I don't want to see you no more. Like, especially if I'm in a relationship. First of all, that's disrespectful. And second, I thought me and you were friends.
This is what happened.
How are you gonna do me like that? Happened? So then now you start to feel uncomfortable. Like, I couldn't chill with you in like a one-to-one type of thing, because I'm like, So that, I do feel like I feel like it's the guy's personally.
No, you know what? Yeah, I'm actually gonna. I think I agree, because listen. I don't want to say something too wild, but as in like,
it's your channel, you know.
But as in like, basically, there's been girls that I've had, say, relations, or like I've slept with, for example, who I haven't slept with since, but we became friends afterwards. So I have the power to be friends with someone, but the thing is, that kind of defeats the object, because we had relations at some point. So like, we didn't like, it wasn't friendship the whole time. We did a little thing and it became friendship, which is true. You can do that, but the thing is, like,
I don't know about that.
There's been girls where I've just been strictly friends with them, and I haven't done anything with them, and we've stayed friends. But I have thought, this is the mad. That wasn't even the mad thing. The mad thing is what I'm about to say now. Is like, if they stuck it on me, a lot of them I could do it. And I think, but the thing is though, and this is what I mean about grey. Because I would never do that, and I don't view it like that. As in, honestly, I can seriously view a relationship as platonic and really mean. I'm not lying. I really mean that. But like, it's almost like both truths are real. I can view someone like that and really truly believe that we are friends. But like, am I wrong then to think that I could be friends with someone for 10 years and if she stuck it on me, I'd do it? Or am I literally a typical boy? Like, am I just a typical boy where it's like you
listen,
think,
it is what it is.
like,
if
do you know
the
what I'm
shoe
trying to say?
fits.
Like,
and can I just cut back to what you were saying
Yeah,
before about you being with someone and then being friends with her? If
Bear.
that was me personally, you
Bear.
have to go in the bin.
As in, what do you mean?
Like, if you was my man, you have to go in the bin for that. The thing is, as soon as I find that out,
swear.
because you don't see them the same anymore. Like, no, I don't want to hear it.
This is so techie.
There's nothing techie about
it's
it.
So techie.
Okay, so you're telling me, no, here's how you switch it up.
No, okay, would
You're
I be
a girl.
happy? Would I be happy if she was still friends with someone that she slept with? Now,
And
again,
you know that she's going to chill with them
see,
together.
again, this is where the boundaries. See, this is what I meant by the conversation started early, because this is where the boundaries come in. So this is what I'm talking about. So like, I have no right to say to someone that you cannot be friends with this person just because they slept with each other. I can't. Like, I know what people bring to my life. People really bring value to my life. Girls that I've slept with who I haven't slept with since, we are purely platonic. They have added real value to my life, not as a friend. So I've got no right to say you can't be friends with someone, even especially if it's before me. Like, but I can't control what happens before, but I can control what happens to an extent afterwards. So like, say for example, you know, you were chilling with this guy. I trust you. I have to trust you, innit? I would trust that it is what it is, but that's where the boundaries come in. I can't like you cannot be staying at Donnie's house. That is impossible. It's literally strictly, you know what I'm saying, strictly like PG. Obviously, I can always be. There's always going to be an element of insecurity. We're human, but it's all a spectrum. It's a spectrum.
So you would be okay with that?
Me personally, yeah. I'll be honest with you. I'm a Google campaigner. I'm a campaigner personality type. I'm very. I'm different still. I can't lie. I'm not your normal type, but like I appreciate that you can't just. Everyone's different, innit? Everyone's different. Every dynamic is different, and I can't like. I just don't think I've got any right to start controlling what. I don't want to get into that headspace where I start controlling stuff and start getting into, like, not controlling stuff. Start getting into like setting rules and like.
I understand what you mean, but I wouldn't say that's setting rules. Mm. I think it's inappropriate, like you said. Like me and myself, I personally wouldn't be able to do that just out of respect for my partner, because I would be like, I don't want you to ever be in a position where you're like, what if the girl does something, or what if you're in a moment that it's more so of that. It's not necessarily that I don't trust you. It's that I don't know who she is, and if that's happened in the past, I really strongly believe there's some sort of connection that can never be broken. I don't care what anyone says. There is a connection that, as much as you're like, we're friends. Even if I saw her naked right now, I wouldn't even touch her. You're a bloody liar.
You're chatting what's there still.
Exactly. That's what I mean. You're not friends, because if you was really friends, you would be able to be like, oh no, I've got a girlfriend, I can't do this. But you wouldn't do that. Nah, but
listen, the thing is, I feel like I actually agree with you. I really do. I actually fully agree with you. But like, there's like when I say spectrum, that's what I mean about grey. Because like, say for example, then you knew who this girl was, as in you'd met her, you knew our history, you knew our relationship, like, as in like, will that kind of ease the fact that your perception of her with you, the fact that you met her enough times and that you can become, not that you became friends yourselves, but like. So that wouldn't change it now.
Absolutely not. I'm so sorry. I can sit here and lie and try to act like a good Christian woman that I am, and say, oh, it's fine, I'm super mature, it's no problem. But really, I might even say that to you, but really and truly, I'm going to sit at home and say, am I a mug? So you're telling me you have gone out?
Life is a real perspective, man. Life really is about perspective.
And really and truly, they're not, I feel like, once that's happened, I feel like automatically, is it friends? I don't think that you can truly say you are friends if it was that before. It's not friends, because the way that you view your friends, you wouldn't even look at her in that way, because that's sister, like, do you know what I mean? But you don't view that girl as sister.
Okay,
Therefore, she's got to go in the bin along with yourself.
I just think it's dangerous to think that, okay,
it might not be the case, don't get me wrong. It might, like, you might genuinely be like, I am friends with her, but I think you have to take into consideration your partner's feelings. Like, I would personally go nuts. I would be like, okay, I understand that look at me. I don't touch girls. I'm just friends with them.
Hey,
all right, hold tight,
that's facts.
But really and truly,
I hear it.
When you yourself, Cam, you know damn well if your girl was saying, hey, I'm just gonna go out with Bill from down the road. Oh, you know the one from but don't worry about it. You would definitely you can lie here. You can lie, but you know damn well a little bit of you is gonna be like, what if he tries to? So I personally wouldn't put my partner in that position. Maybe you can be like internet friends,
Internet
friends, maybe gathering friends. Like at a gathering, you can see each other and be like, you're right, one-on-one. if you want to die,
What?
you can do that. One-on-one.
Would you tell? Okay, so this is gonna be interesting because this is kind of like similar, kind of off topic but similar topic. I would never say, for example, then I would compromise if my girl was. Let's go back to what we said earlier. If my girl wasn't happy that I was spending time beyond, say 7 p.m, 8 p.m, whatever, whatever that kind of period is where it gets a bit from friendly to whatever, I would compromise. If you didn't want me staying at the girl's house, no problem, I'll compromise. What I will not compromise on, is if my girl said, you cannot see this person.
Oh, no.
Like, as in,
I wouldn't do that
So
either.
I'm not happy that you are friends with this person. That, as in, I will never be friends with someone that can't accept that I've got these females. Sorry, I can't ever be in a relationship with someone that can't accept that I do have female friends. That is a straight no go.
I agree.
That's just because that is insecure. That's an insecurity, in my opinion. It's an insecurity thing. Because
I agree.
I like to think, and I know in myself that I am secure enough to be happy with the fact that some people can be friends with their ex. Some people can be friends with someone that I slept with, and I've really tried to train myself to think that, people are different. But I do feel you. Like when I do flip the scripts and think, you know what?
Really
I know what men are on, for example. Like you do have to realize the context changes. Like when you flip the script to like, oh, would you be happy if your girl did this? I know what men are on in it. Like women are different to men, very different to men. Like
There's
very,
some wild
very, very.
girls out there.
Oh, hey, thank God there are. Like I feel them, but like men are different. So like I know that men.
But do you think that's fair though?
It is a little bit unfair to suggest that.
Only you can say it's bad because guys are mad, but I can't say that it's mad because girls are not that bad.
No, but you also just agreed with me that whoever crossed the line most is men in it. So that's what I mean. Yeah, so I mean because we have to be real. Like it's not fair, but that is the reality of the life that men are. Say for example, why do you think we say men are trash or men cheat more or whatever? Because of men are actually mad. Like I'm not. That's not to say that women can't be excused or whatever. Like women aren't mad, but as in like on average. But true say it does. Yeah, you can't. Like women, from your perspective, you could easily be sitting there thinking like, well, I know what some women could be on, so like they could be on to you, but that's the end of part 1, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you head over to Carolyn's channel for part 2 where we carry on arguing and chatting rubbish to each other. Thank you for tuning in. As I said, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you at part 2.